Aaron Rodgers is not just another quarterback. He is a 4-time MVP, a Super Bowl champion, and one of the most gifted passers in NFL history. For almost 2 decades, he tormented defenses with his impossible throws. It was his routine. But even legends don't stay at the top forever. His time with the Packers ended in frustration. The Jets experiment shattered in seconds. Many believe his story was over, but they did not know that a new chapter was waiting. Rodgers has joined a team that's been developing, preparing, and sharpening its weapons. And now, with Rodgers, this team may be unstoppable. It's not only about a quarterback who is chasing one last ring. It's about a lineup that, along with Rodgers, can terrify the rest of the NFL. But here's the million-dollar question. Why does Aaron Rodgers' new team feel like the biggest nightmare for the league? Let's find out. Rodgers' legacy. Aaron Rodgers' career has always been a story of excellence mixed with frustration. In the 2005 NFL Draft, Aaron Rodgers was selected by the Green Bay Packers. From the moment he entered the NFL, he was exceptional. His arm skills, precision, and creativity transformed the role of a quarterback. Defenses were helpless against him, and if his achievements say it all, he has 4 MVP awards, a Super Bowl championship, and countless moments that left fans in awe. Rodgers' time with the Packers was remarkable, so why did that time end in frustration? There can be plenty of reasons: lack of additional support, injuries, and championship disappointments. By the time Rodgers left the Green Bay Packers, he had nothing left to prove individually. Everyone was well familiar with what he could deliver on the field. But there is one thing. Legacies are defined by championships, and a single Lombardi trophy never seems sufficient. And Aaron Rodgers has to do some exceptional stuff to win his second Lombardi trophy. With that thought, he entered Jets, but his dream was shattered in just 4 snaps. Many believed Aaron Rodgers' story was finally over, but Rodgers was not done yet. His new team is giving him a second chance. It is a perfect time for him to rewrite the ending of his story because in this team, he does not have to do it alone. And that's what makes this chapter so fascinating. Rodgers has not found just another team. He has found the perfect landing spot. The perfect landing spot. Not all quarterbacks get a second chance in football, but Aaron Rodgers has this opportunity now. On June 6, 2025, Rodgers agreed to terms with the Pittsburgh Steelers on a 1-year deal. He signed a $13.65 million contract. But the most important thing is, his new team has given him a chance to be reborn. They have given him a system where he can thrive. What does a quarterback demand from his team? Stability in coaching, a reliable offensive line, and skilled players who can turn the game around. In Green Bay, Rodgers was asked to fill gaps in the lineup. In Jets, something was missing from the start. But here, in the Steelers, the foundation is already set. This new team had talented players. Its defense and offense could disrupt plans on the field. But there was one missing piece. And now, Rodgers is here. He is in a locker room that needs him. In Green Bay, opportunities were missed. And with the Jets, it was just a cruel joke. But this team is different. It has given Rodgers a big stage to chase greatness one more time. Offensive weapons of destruction. For years, Aaron Rodgers has been defined by his ability to play without elite weapons. But now, he does not have to do it alone because his team has the firepower to assist him on the field. If we talk about receiving cops, there's speed, precision, and power. The receivers list is full of names like DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson, and Robert Woods. These players are a constant threat and make the offense strong. Even the tight end position is a key piece. Pat Freiermuth is a constant and reliable tight end who can help Rodgers on the field with his soft hands and solid blocking ability. And if we talk about running backs, everyone is familiar with the names of Caleb Johnson and Jalen Warren. Caleb Johnson is in his rookie season, but his offensive abilities are not hidden from anyone. And Warren is a dual threat who excels as both a runner and a receiver. He is perfect for checkdowns and creating mismatches. No doubt these players are talented individually, but under the command of one of the smartest quarterbacks, they will become scarier. For the first time in years, Rodgers is not fighting alone. He is surrounded, armed, and dangerous. No doubt Rodgers, along with his new offensive look, is more dangerous, but there is another thing that makes this team truly terrifying. It's their powerful defense. Hey, If you are enjoying this deep dive, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more interesting NFL stories coming your way, and you won't want to miss them. Now let's get back to Aaron Rodgers with his powerful defense. The unstoppable defense. Aaron Rodgers is a lethal quarterback whenever he plays without restrictions, when he is not forced to chase points on every drive. This is what his new team is offering him. The defense is so strong that Rodgers does not need to prevail in shootouts anymore. If we talk about linebackers, TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith make one of the most relentless duos in the league. Every snap feels like a coin slip for opposing quarterbacks. They disrupt rival plans and create chaos on the field. Then there is Cameron Hayward as the defensive lineman who still anchors the interior with veteran power. Then there are young additions like Derek Harmon who brings fresh energy to the line. Competing against this group is not an easy task. Now, Rodgers doesn't need to push. He does not need to have extra pressure on him. All he has to do is take advantage of the short fields and extra possessions generated by his defense. An all-time quarterback with a powerful defense that already plays like a nightmare. That's not fair. That's terrifying. Leadership and revenge tour mentality. Aaron Rodgers has never lacked confidence. For some, it is arrogance, and for others, it is swagger. But one thing is for sure, no one can ignore the way he carries himself, and this confidence is always welcomed in Pittsburgh. The locker room of the Steelers is already filled with young talent, but it has been missing one thing: leadership. And now, Rodgers has come to the Steelers with that leadership. He has all the experience. He is well aware of the MVP highs, playoff heartbreaks, and the constant criticism a star player can face. Rodgers has the ability to guide his fellows, especially youngsters, through his experiences. But there is one more thought with which Rodgers has entered Pittsburgh. He wants to prove his critics wrong. People say he is too old and fragile. They believe he is just chasing an unreachable glory. He does not just want to prove them wrong, he wants to take revenge. And this mindset has increased the intensity, focus, and belief. He's not playing for just one last shot. He is playing like a man on a mission. And the league knows when Aaron Rodgers takes the field with something to prove, his rivals get really worried. But this is not going to be an easy task, because when Rodgers, along with the Steelers lineup, will face the best in the NFL, those matches will be the stuff of nightmares. The NFL's nightmare matchups. Just imagine the Steelers in front of the Chiefs, Aaron Rodgers in front of Patrick Mahomes. In the past, Rodgers did not have any support on the field, but now, things are different. Now, he just has to wait for the right moment to strike. Facing the Ravens is another nightmare matchup. They are known for their physical play and overwhelming quarterbacks, but Rodgers knows how to torment defenses. And now, along with the powerful defensive lineup, Rodgers can become a nightmare for the Baltimore Ravens. Then there's Buffalo. Josh Allen can pass like a top quarterback, but his aggressive style has always carried dangers. Rodgers, on the other hand, is more composed, intentional, and effective. And along with the Pittsburgh defense, he can devise a strategy to defeat the Bills. And this is not the end. There are divisional matches, and pressure will increase with every match. But Rodgers, along with the Steelers roster, can create impossible problems for the opponents on the field. Things look comfortable for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but here's a million-dollar question. What can go wrong? What can go wrong? No doubt the Steelers lineup, along with Rodgers, looks strong, but there are still certain things that cannot be ignored. The first and most important one is health. At 41 years of age, Rodgers is no longer the same Iron Man he used to be. A single clumsy strike, a single wrong move, and it can all collapse just like it happened in New York. The second concerning thing is the chemistry between players. Rodgers must establish timing with new receivers. He must develop trust with new linemen and find rhythm in a completely new playbook. And it cannot happen overnight. And then, there's the AFC itself. The path to a Super Bowl runs through players who are at the peak of their abilities. Rodgers has to defeat prime quarterbacks like Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, and Lamar to take his team to the Lombardi Trophy once again. But these quarterbacks won't give Rodgers anything for free. The benefits in this new team are clear. Rodgers has new opportunities and a strong lineup. However, risks cannot be ignored. If injuries pile up or the competition proves too much, things can go wrong quickly for Aaron Rodgers. The potential for a reward is high, but so are the stakes involved. But let's flip the script. If Rodgers stays healthy and the chemistry builds, then what will happen? What if it all clicks? Just imagine for a moment if everything goes Rodgers' way. If he stays fit and sharp, it can be a real problem for his rivals. If offense, defense, and tight ends gave their best, then no one can defeat this team. Aaron Rodgers, along with his support, can do wonders for his team. And this is what makes this new team so scary. When everything comes together, this team is a powerhouse, and it can control games from the first snap to the last whistle. And Rodgers knows that this is his last chance to rewrite history. If it all clicks, Rodgers and the Steelers won't just be contenders. They will be favorites for the Lombardi Trophy. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers are not just a new partnership. They are a warning to the NFL. With talent on both sides of the ball and a legend hungry for one last shot, the Steelers can become unstoppable, and the league will not know what hit them.